Hi, Ethan. I had such a wonderful time today. I never expected we'd spend this many hours together on what was supposed to be just a casual meetup. Thank you for indulging all my random requests to visit different places. Your knowledge about modern art pieces really surprised me.
Hey, Rachel. Good to hear from you. I had a great time with you today, too. I'm glad to hear you enjoyed it as well.
That's such a modest response. Won't you share more about your interest in art?
It's just a hobby, nothing special.
You seemed tense at first. Did you start feeling more comfortable as the day went on? I noticed you relaxed more after we left the formal gallery setting. Did you have fun too?
Yes, I really did. But Rachel, I think you could do better than me. Mom told me about your credentials, working at a top consulting firm, multiple degrees. Plus, you're gorgeous. I feel like I'm not good enough for someone like you.
Is that really what you think? Your mother's opinion seems to weigh heavily on you. Would you believe me if I said I was impressed by you today? I enjoyed every minute of our conversation about your work. So, you think I'm gorgeous?
I think most people would agree with that assessment.
That's such a formal way of answering. Do you always speak so carefully? You sound like you're giving a business presentation. Did you not find me attractive?
Not at all. I think you're wonderful.
You say that, but you keep putting this distance between us. Is it because this was arranged? I can feel you holding back, like you're afraid to be genuine. Would you go on a date with me again?
Of course I would.
I'm so glad. It's a promise then. And next time, please be more relaxed. Maybe we could visit another gallery or find another hidden cafe. If it was too formal for you, I want you to forget about this being a setup or that your mom arranged it. I want to see the real you.
The real me might disappoint you. I'm not exactly what my mother advertises. You'd be disappointed.
I'm more interested in who you are than who she says you are.
I can't promise to completely let my guard down right away, but I'll try.
Great, that's all I'm asking for. A chance to know the real you. You know what I noticed today? You light up when you talk about your current job. Your eyes sparkled when you described your latest project. I'd love to hear more about that.
I'd love to know more about you, too.
Good. I was worried you didn't like me.
No! I hope you don't feel pressured by Mother.
Don't worry. I genuinely want to know more about you. About your work, your walks, your art knowledge. Everything. Unless you'd rather I didn't text?
Okay.
That question mark. You're really not used to people pursuing you, are you? It's kind of cute, actually. How you get flustered when someone shows genuine interest. But I'm not giving up that easily. You'll see. I want to know more about the real Ethan, the one behind all those careful responses. Get some rest, Ethan. Thank you for today. Sweet dreams. Looking forward to our next meeting.
I heard you had a good time yesterday. My sources say you spent over 6 hours together. That's quite unusual for you.
Did Rachel tell you?
Yes, she gave me a full report about everywhere you went. The art gallery was a nice touch. She said you were quite knowledgeable about the exhibits, though I wished you'd chosen somewhere more upscale. That cafe wasn't exactly up to our standards. I specifically chose her because she matches your intellectual level. She was gracious about the humble venues. Next time, take her somewhere more appropriate to your status.
Just how much are you trying to control my life? I've done everything you've asked up until now. Can't you just leave me alone?
Don't take that tone with me. I've invested too much in your future. Every decision I've made was calculated. Every introduction carefully vetted. You're the heir to our company. Your father, the CEO, passed away, and I'm barely keeping things running. You need to take over eventually, so hurry up and settle down so you can start working here as the future CEO. The board is getting impatient. They expect to see you taking more initiative. Your father would be disappointed in your reluctance.
I don't want to get married yet. I'm not even thinking about marriage.
You're almost 30. It's time to think about your responsibilities. The Easton name carries obligations. Your cousins are all settled with families already. You know what, though? You must be interested in Rachel. I heard you agreed to meet her again. She's perfect for our family image. She is beautiful, accomplished, well-mannered. You never agree to second meetings. This is different. In fact, you've never spent more than 2 hours with any previous candidate. I've been tracking your meetings carefully. I know you, honey. You wouldn't have agreed to a second meeting if you weren't interested at all. That's how you've been with all the previous ones. I knew a beautiful woman would catch your attention. I'm so glad I got that recommendation. Her family connections will be useful, and her background is impeccable.
Stop orchestrating every detail of my life!
Everything I do is for your benefit. You've never had to worry about anything.
Even if that's true, I won't marry someone you've handpicked.
What's with that attitude? You're making me sound like the villain, after all I've sacrificed for you. I've given you everything. An education at the finest schools, connections to the best families. Every advantage possible. This is how you repay my efforts? You should be grateful for me.
To me, you are the villain.
Watch your words. I'm still your mother. I have noticed you'd gotten quite bold lately. You used to do everything I said. You're not like that anymore. This rebellious phase is getting tiresome. Where did I go wrong with you?
I've grown up. I can make my own decisions now.
Grown up? You sound like a child. Making decisions requires wisdom, which you clearly lack.
I'm not thoughtless, and I'm not planning to take over the company either.
How many times do I have to explain this? If you don't take over, who will? The company needs an Easton at the helm. It's your birthright and your duty. The board expects it. The shareholders expect it. It's your birthright. Our entire legacy depends on this. Are you trying to destroy everything your father built?
Uncle James is perfectly capable. He should take over.
That would put his side of the family in charge. Besides, he's not even a blood relative. He married into the family. He has no right to lead. Do you know how hard I've worked to keep this position for you? The schemes I've had to arrange? The compromises I've made?
You married into the family too, Mom. You're not a blood relative either.
How dare you compare me to him? I was the CEO's wife. I've worked as the matriarch of this family. Blood relations don't matter in my case. I earned my position through years of dedication, through countless sacrifices.
Uncle James has worked for the company his whole life too, and I'm not quitting my current job.
That insignificant position you're clinging to? That little startup? You're wasting your potential there. What's the point of working at that small company? You could make triple the salary here.
Working there was my dream, and I make plenty of money.
Dreams don't build empires, Ethan. Dreams don't maintain our position in society. Dreams won't secure our family's future. Ethan, the only reason you're able to work at your precious company is because I allowed you to gain outside experience. I thought you'd get it out of your system. I never expected you to stay there this long.
You didn't allow anything. I chose this path myself.
Did you really think you had a choice? Everything in your life has been carefully arranged.
I made that decision myself. I would have gone there regardless of your permission.
You still don't understand how important your role is. Fine, do whatever you want. But remember who you are, what our name means.
I won't follow your orders anymore. I appreciate you raising me, but I've paid that debt. My school, my career path, even my friends. I did everything according to your wishes.
Paid your debt? Don't make me laugh. You think that's enough to repay me? Don't make me laugh. But the Easton name ensures you'll never be able to defy me. In the end, you'll apologize and live exactly as I say. You have no idea of your place in the world, no concept of the power I wield. We'll see how long you can maintain this rebellious attitude. You'll come crawling back soon enough. You always do.
Mom, what have you done to my company? All our major clients suddenly canceled. This isn't a coincidence.
What do you mean? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Haven't you been working late? Maybe you missed some deadlines. I haven't done anything to that little startup of yours. Though I hear they're having some difficulties. Such a shame.
The CEO called me in. He said the company might go under. We were doing fine last week, and then everything changed overnight. Several major contracts suddenly canceled without explanation, all on the same day, right after I refused to quit. So it was you, wasn't it? You forced our business partners to cut ties with us.
That's quite an accusation. Do you have proof? You sound paranoid, dear. Business relationships end all the time. Perhaps your company just wasn't competitive enough. I just suggested to some companies that there are better options than doing business with your small firm. Merely friendly advice between colleagues. A few casual conversations at charity events. Business is business, after all.
When a major corporation makes that kind of suggestion, smaller companies have no choice but to comply. It's practically extortion. You threatened their contracts with our family company. Don't you know you're destroying people's livelihoods?
Such dramatic words. I simply made some recommendations. No threats were made. You know, just gentle suggestions. From one CEO to another. If they cut ties that easily, they must not have been worth much. Just proves my point. So, what are you going to do now that you're about to be unemployed? Your little experiment is over. Time to come home, dear.
The company hasn't gone under yet.
Don't be naive, Ethan. Your quarterly projections must be dismal. How will you make payroll next month? Those contracts were your company's lifeline, weren't they? It's just a matter of time. And remember, if you try working at another company, the same thing will happen. One phone call is all it takes. No major company will hire you.
You're absolutely despicable!
I'm practical. There's a difference. I'm teaching you how the world works. This is what real power looks like. I've told you repeatedly, you were born to inherit this company. That's your only path in life. Besides, what are you complaining about? You were born a wealthy heir, lived a life of luxury, and had it better than those working-class peasants in every way. You've never known true hardship. Never had to struggle. You should be grateful.
Money isn't everything, Mom. There are more important things in life, like dignity and freedom. I'm grateful for the wealthy upbringing, but I haven't forgotten what you've done.
Oh, and what exactly have I done that's so terrible? Please, enlighten me.
This latest stunt is one thing, but what I can't forgive most is how you drove away my friend's family.
Who? You'll have to be more specific.
Don't you remember? In first grade, you forced May and her family to move away.
Oh, that dirty child from the poor broken home. But everyone in the neighborhood agreed they had to go. I'll change. I promise I'll change. Give me one more chance. Please, Ethan.
I'm not important enough to save someone who casually destroyed other people's lives. Let the world know what you've done and face the consequences. And you know what? I think the poorest person here is you, because crimes come from poverty of the heart. The next day, Uncle James and I presented evidence of my mother's embezzlement to the board members. We held a board meeting and she was removed as CEO. Uncle James, who has worked here for years and is well respected, is now in charge. While the company will face some difficulties due to my mother's scandal, the board members who were in her pocket have also left, so the environment is actually improving. Her embezzlement was linked to political bribery, which led to her arrest. It's still making headlines. While I regret the public scandal, I'm glad their wrongdoings came to light. Mother's trial isn't over yet, but she's facing prison time. I hope she truly reflects on her actions and atones for her crimes. As for me, I'm still dating Rachel, or May as I knew her. She might be a bit too proactive sometimes, but maybe that's perfect for someone like me who was always under my mother's control. She brought me my first taste of happiness, and now I want to work hard to make her happy too.
Tyler, I'm being discharged tomorrow afternoon. You're still picking me up, right?
Oh shoot, that was tomorrow? Yeah, about that. I might not be able to.
Why? The nurses need to know what time someone's coming.
No, I got a big project deadline and I have to work tomorrow too.
Huh? We talked about this last week. You said you'd clear your schedule.
Things came up, can't you understand that? To be honest, I've got it mixed up. My leave starts the day after tomorrow for a week.
Oh, come on! Get it together! We've got a lot of stuff to bring home, and remember, we have twins. I can't just take a taxi.
Well, what can I do if I mixed up the dates?
Can't you start your leave tomorrow instead?
No, that's not possible. Just call a large-sized taxi then.
You know how much stuff we have here? The nurses helped me pack everything, but it's a lot.
Can't your mom help? She's been hovering around the hospital anyway.
My mom has her own job. You're their father. It is part of your responsibility now. The kids!
Fine.
Okay, to be clear, you put together the cribs and everything, right? I was planning to do that tomorrow. Could you set them up when you get home today?
Do I look like I have time for that?
Are you working late today or something? I literally just gave birth to twins. Don't you have time to take care of your own family?
Look, the apartment's a mess. I haven't cleaned since you went to the hospital for the delivery, and there's loads of laundry piling up.
You haven't cleaned since I left? That was 5 days ago. How? What have you been doing the whole time?
I'm sorry, but I've been busy with work. You know how it is.
This isn't funny at all. That's exactly why you need to clean today. Don't count on the cribs getting done, though. Probably won't happen for a while anyway. I have been asking you to do it for months now.
What's the big deal? The twins can sleep in their carriers for now.
They need proper beds, Tyler. We talked about this months ago. Hey, the only reason I didn't go stay with my parents after giving birth was because you promised to help with the babies.
The babies aren't even here yet. I'll clean when I get home today.
I hope you got everything ready by tomorrow. I need you to step up and help with the babies.
I will.
I've been telling you forever. You need to plan ahead. You always put things off until the last minute, and then we end up scrambling.
The twins came 2 weeks early. How's that my fault?
They came exactly when the doctor predicted. You just weren't listening at the appointments.
I've been busy at work trying to get time off. It's not like being a pregnant woman in the hospital where nurses do everything while you just lay around.
I haven't been laying around. I'm up every few hours for feedings, and I just gave birth. I'm so exhausted. I haven't gotten much of sleep. Twins are hard work.
The nurses can't handle the night feedings?
No, Tyler, I'm breastfeeding. We discussed this in the classes you skipped.
Yeah, my bad. But you're overthinking everything. They didn't even have cribs back in the day. Babies survived just fine. What, you can't take care of kids without a crib?
I can't believe you're acting like this. These are your children, too.
Look, I'll try to leave work early, maybe around 7.
The latest discharge is at 2 p.m. Did you even pay attention to what I told you before? I even sent you a photo of the hospital rules. It's on it. Whatever, just please clean and make it good enough for me to bring home the babies. And remember, we need to file the birth certificates the day after tomorrow.
Got it. I think I want to come up with names for the twins.
We already agreed on Riley and Emma months ago. Don't tell me you forgot that too.
Right, those names. Look, I know I messed up with the dates, but you need to think about me too, not just the kids. You're gonna be a stay-at-home mom now, so keep that in mind.
What do you mean I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom? We agreed I'd go back to work after maternity leave.
Well, someone needs to watch the kids. Daycare's expensive.
We literally spent months planning this. We budgeted for daycare.
Plans change. We'll talk about it when you get home.
Tyler, you went out to get lunch but haven't come back. It's been 2 hours. Where are you? Did something happen?
Oh yeah, my bad. I was just sleeping.
You went out for lunch and fell asleep somewhere?
Yeah, I was really tired.
The twins have been crying. I needed help.
You could have called.
I did. 3 times.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Phone was on silent.
Where are you anyway?
At an internet cafe. I needed to eat and take a nap. This was the perfect place.
Well, I understand you haven't slept much this past week, but do you think it was right for you to run off to the internet cafe so you can take a break? What about my food? I haven't eaten since breakfast.
Can't you make something yourself?
Both babies are cluster feeding. I can barely put them down, and that means I can barely sleep. I need sleep too.
Oh crap, sorry, that is true. I was so tired I forgot. Just order delivery or something. We've been doing delivery all week anyway. Don't waste our savings though. You had plenty saved up when you were single. What's the point of saving if you don't use it when you need it?
Those savings were for emergencies, not because you forgot to bring lunch.
This is kind of an emergency, isn't it?
Why are you really at the internet cafe?
Told you, sleeping.
You could sleep at home.
Yeah, I would've, but it's too noisy with the crying. They cry so loud I won't be able to sleep.
Are you coming home anytime soon?
Nah, I didn't get enough sleep yet. I probably won't be back till tonight.
Tonight? Are you kidding me? The twins need their bath soon.
You can handle it.
So I'm doing twin duty alone starting now?
Come on, I'll help when I get home at night.
Like today? Coming home at night?
That's different. I'm tired today.
And I'm not?
You can nap when they nap.
When exactly? When I'm cleaning, cooking, doing laundry?
You're making this harder than it needs to be.
Look, I know you think you've been helping with childcare this past week, but you've mostly just watched. Keeping an eye on the kids is part of parenting too. But whenever Riley and Emma cry, you just wake me up to handle it. All the diaper changes and feeding, that was all me.
Hey, I gave them their baths.
Yeah, that one time. But other than that... And you left halfway through Emma's bath.
She was done anyway.
No, she wasn't. I had to finish while holding Riley.
God, if I'm gonna get complained at like this, I shouldn't have taken time off. Who do you think I took a whole week off for? You should be more grateful.
Grateful for what? Playing games on your phone while I do everything?
I was researching parenting stuff.
Really? Show me what you've learned.
Don't test me like I'm one of your employees.
I am grateful you took the time off. I just wish you'd helped more with the housework and babies.
You know what I've been thinking? You were never cut out to be a manager.
What does that have to do with anything?
Everything. You're too controlling.
What? You are not making sense.
Like as a senior employee, too. You're bad at teaching, and you always say things in a way that kills people's motivation. I'm so glad I never had to work under you. Your team's probably thrilled their annoying boss is gone on maternity leave.
Wait, am I supposed to treat you like one of my work subordinates?
Not exactly, but you could ask for help in a way that makes me want to do it. Otherwise, I'm not gonna feel like doing housework or childcare. If Riley and Emma weren't my kids, I'd have kicked you out already.
So you'll only help if I phrase things exactly the way you want?
You could try being nicer about it.
What? I thought we agreed housework and childcare would be shared.
Look, I've had your baby in my stomach. I mean, you've had my baby in your stomach up until now, but I just recently became a dad. You can't expect me to be perfect right away.
Perfect? I'm asking for the bare minimum from you.
There you go again, being condescending.
I get that, but you can handle housework, right? Why should I have to do everything when you're working? You want me to handle childcare, work, and housework? How is that fair? Why did I quit my job then?
You're the one who wanted kids to begin with.
We both wanted kids. We planned this together.
Yeah, but you're better at this stuff. You're meant to be a parent.
Better because I have no choice but to do it all. Having a baby is literally life or death, you know. I already gave birth, and it was twins. Even though everyone said I had an amazingly easy delivery, my body still isn't back to normal. I can barely get any sleep, waking up every 2 or 3 hours.
Everyone goes through this. You're not special. You're not the only one with twins.
The doctor said I need rest to recover.
From what? You had a natural birth.
I still gave birth to 2 babies.
That's what being a mother's all about, isn't it? What's wrong with you? You're being too soft. I let you quit your job to be a stay-at-home mom. You need to learn to handle things on your own. Aren't you asking for too much?
You let me quit? We agreed I'd take maternity leave.
Same difference. You're home now.
Temporarily, we agreed I'd go back to work.
We'll see how you handle being home first.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just saying you might not be cut out for work anymore.
Because I asked for help with our newborn children?
Because you can't handle basic mom stuff alone. How are you gonna work and be a mom? Most mothers take care of their kids by themselves. Your mom did it too, right? But here you are throwing around words like solo parenting and trying to make me feel guilty. You're basically admitting you're not capable of being a mother. With one kid, it's hard enough, but we have twins, so it's twice as difficult. They don't sleep or need changes at the same time. After watching you for a week, that's all you can say?
You've been watching me? Like some kind of performance review?
Someone has to evaluate if you're doing it right.
And you're the expert.
I read some articles, I know some.
While you were hiding at the internet cafe?
Maybe, but at least I'm trying to learn.
By criticizing everything I do?
No, I am not criticizing, I'm just pointing out what you're doing wrong.
And what exactly am I doing wrong?
You're too soft with them, always picking them up when they cry.
They're newborns. They're supposed to be held.
Also, you've been way too hysterical since you got back. Just leave me alone for a while. Don't contact me until I come home. We're discussing something important here, but unlike you, I'm not some person of leisure. I have work tomorrow, so let me rest a bit. I won't respond even if you message me.
Person of leisure? I haven't slept more than 2 hours straight in days. Tyler? You can't just ignore me when things get difficult. The babies need to be fed soon. Are you coming home? At least tell me if you're coming back tonight. Tyler, it's 1 a.m. Are you not coming back?
I'm staying at a hotel for a while. You can pay for it. This is your fault for messing up my sleep schedule.
They're not brats. They're your children.
Children who won't stop crying.
Because they're hungry and need changing. And they are newborns. That's what they do.
Then feed them and change them. Isn't that your job?
It's our job. We're their parents.
I need sleep for work.
And I don't need sleep?
You can sleep during the day.
When? While I'm feeding them, changing them, cleaning, cooking?
Figure it out. That's what mothers do.
Fine. Don't ever come back. Stay at the hotel for good.
What? You know what? Since you got back home with the twins, I've been thinking about this the whole time. I'm gonna collapse at this rate. I'm so exhausted.
You're going to collapse? From what? Avoiding responsibility?
From all the noise and the chaos?
That you're running away from. You don't do anything for them, so just the sound of them crying is bothering you so much, huh? I am the one who is going to collapse.
You're the one who's gonna collapse. You're home all day. I'm the one who's going to work. You're just taking care of Riley and Emma and doing housework while staying at home. My schedule's been completely messed up since the birth, and I barely get any sleep.
Because you refuse to help during night feedings.
I told you I need sleep for work. You could do housework and childcare when you're home, and you can sleep when the twins are sleeping, right? Just don't ask me for any more. I'm doing enough.
When do you think I can sleep? Do you think they sleep together? They sleep at different times.
Not my problem. Figure it out.
You've only seen a tiny part of childcare. This past month, you haven't done any childcare on weekdays. And even on weekends, you've been going out by yourself.
I can't rest if I stay home. Plus, how am I supposed to take care of kids when I'm tired from work? Basically, I'm not gonna do housework or childcare from now on. I do as much childcare as I can.
You know what? I don't need you anymore. Let's get divorced.
Divorce? Are you serious?
Yes.
You can't be serious.
Watch me.
You're just unemployed now. How are you gonna raise the kids?
That's for me to figure out. Don't worry about it.
With what money? Your savings?
I said, don't worry about it.
You can't support 2 babies on your own.
Watch me. I have been doing that anyway.
This is ridiculous. You're being emotional.
No, I'm being practical.
How is divorce practical?
It's practical because I'm already doing everything alone.
That's not true.
When was the last time you changed a diaper?
I bought the diapers.
Buying things isn't parenting. Even my friends bought them diapers too. I'm the only one taking care of the babies, and I really am solo parenting. I don't need to take care of you.
You're just saying that because you're angry right now. You'll be the one in trouble if we divorce. Divorce must be your only trump card. That's what I'll choose to believe.
It's not a trump card. It's a decision.
You're bluffing. You won't leave me.
I mean it. I already made the decision.
You wouldn't dare.
Already talked to a lawyer, and I am ready.
When?
Last week, while you were sleeping at the internet cafe.
Behind my back?
I wouldn't call it that way. You were hiding at hotels trying to stay away from the babies.
That's different!
I have seen how you treat me and the babies. I have seen how selfish and lame you are, and I am so done. Just never come back home. I will pack your things for you and let you know once they are ready for you to take.
You don't mean that.
I do.
The twins need their father.
They need a father who cares.
I care!
Actions speak louder than words. You are their biological father, but you won't be their dad with the way you have been acting. You don't help me or try to spend time with them.
Give me another chance.
I've given you dozens. Tyler, I sent the divorce papers to your parents' house. Since you're living in a hotel, I didn't know your address. Your parents have them.
What? What do you mean? You're really going through with the divorce?
Did you still think I was joking?
I thought you'd calm down in time.
I am calm. That's why I'm doing this.
Without even discussing it?
We're discussing it now. I told you I was serious. Oh, and we moved out, so you'll need to handle canceling the lease.
Moved out? Where to? Back to your parents? You should have talked to me first. Why are you making decisions on your own?
Like you decided to stay at a hotel? You didn't want to be at home anyway. What is the problem?
That was temporary.
So is this apartment now. It's your fault for not believing me. Plus, you wouldn't answer my calls, and you ignored my messages about the divorce.
I was giving us space.
Space from your newborn children?
From the fighting!
I thought you were just using divorce to make me apologize.
Weren't you?
No, I meant every word.
But the twins just got here!
Exactly. They deserve better than this. Look, I really don't have time for this. I'm not looking for an apology from you, and honestly, I blame myself for marrying you in the first place.
You don't mean that.
I do. Every word.
It's gonna be really hard raising twins alone. You're gonna need me.
Harder than raising twins, plus you?
What's that supposed to mean?
You don't know what I mean? I'd be raising them alone even with you here. Plus, I'd have to take care of you too. Divorcing you is actually better for my mental health. I know it'll be hard, but I'm prepared for that. Riley and Emma are my kids. My parents can step in to help out too. They already helped me more than you did.
So what? They're my kids too. I do think they're cute.
When was the last time you held them?
Last week.
Exactly, last week. That's nice. You can add that feeling to the child support payment. I sent that with the paperwork.
What are you talking about? They're my kids. I should have custody rights.
Are you saying you can raise twins?
I can raise them. They're my kids.
Stop joking around. You've never done 24-hour childcare by yourself. There's no way you could handle it. You dumped all the housework and childcare on me.
People can learn how to be a good parent.
When? You will not be able to hide from the babies. You can't just go to a hotel.
I could do it if I wanted to.
Then why didn't you do it before the divorce? Besides, you won't get custody anyway. You haven't been involved in childcare, and infants usually stay with their mothers.
You can't keep my kids from me.
I'm not. You kept yourself from them.
That's not fair.
Neither was abandoning us at 1 a.m.
Ashley, please calm down. Look, while I've been staying at this hotel alone, I've been thinking that maybe I was a bit harsh.
A bit?
Okay, more than a bit.
2 weeks too late.
I've been doing research.
On what?
Parenting, child development, all that stuff.
Now you did some research?
I'm trying here. I know I messed up.
Are you done?
What do you mean? I'm apologizing, so come back.
This isn't an apology. It's what I would call a damage control.
I'm really trying here.
You can drop the tough guy act.
I'm not acting tough at all.
Then what do you call this?
I'm being honest.
For the first time in weeks. I am calm. Actually, I started thinking about divorce during that week you took off after I came home with the twins. I've been thinking about it for a month straight before making this decision. It's too late for apologies now, and if you think that counts as an apology, I definitely don't want to spend the rest of my life with you. You disappointed me deeply.
So you're serious about this? You said you've been planning this for a while?
Planning to leave someone who abandoned his newborns? Yes.
I didn't abandon them.
What do you call staying at a hotel so you don't have to hear them crying?
I needed space.
They needed their father, but you left us.
I'm sorry. Please come back. I don't want to get divorced.
No way. I told you, it's too late. Maybe you think an apology fixes everything, but my heart isn't so easily mended. And I'll probably never forgive the things you said and did, so it's impossible now.
What things? What did I say?
Calling them brats? Saying I'm not capable?
I was tired.
So was I. I'm still tired. I haven't showed for a few days.
Don't say it's impossible. Our kids were just born. We didn't have them just to make them grow up with separated parents. I really did want to be a good father.
Wanting isn't enough. You have to act.
I can start now.
It's too late. Divorcing doesn't change the fact that you're their father.
But we won't be able to live together.
And whose fault is that?
We can fix this.
Some things can't be fixed.
You think you can handle everything by yourself? I've said it multiple times. A mother should be able to handle things alone. I tried telling you many times that you weren't capable.
And there it is again.
What?
The real you, the criticism, the judgment.
I didn't mean it like that.
You never do.
Ashley, I'm sorry. I don't want to get divorced.
No.
Please don't divorce me. I'll properly help with childcare and housework from now on. I'll really change.
Like you changed last time?
This is different.
It was the same during my pregnancy, wasn't it? When I was too sick to do housework and you gave me grief about it. When I said I'd go stay with my parents for the birth, you cried and apologized and promised to help with childcare if I stayed. But look how that turned out. You never change.
That was before I saw the twins.
The truth is, you've barely seen them since they were born.
Because I was scared.
Of what? Diapers?
Of messing up.
So you chose to not try at all? This is the first time I'm taking care of newborns. I'm a first-time parent too, but I didn't avoid or hide from them.
This time I'll really change. Please believe me. I don't want to be apart from you.
You already are apart from us.
We can fix this.
No, we can't. The only reason you don't want to be apart is because you're losing someone who puts up with all your nonsense. But I have the twins to prioritize now. I can't take care of you anymore.
That's not true. I love you.
Since when?
We've been married for 2 years.
And in those 2 years, when did you ever put me first?
I worked hard for us.
For us? Or to avoid us?
That's not fair.
Neither was leaving me alone with newborn twins.
Please, I'm so sorry. I won't rely on you anymore. Just please don't divorce me.
You say that now.
I mean it this time.
Like you meant it during my pregnancy?
This is different.
How?
I see what I'm losing now.
You mean who you're losing to clean up after you, cook for you, and do the laundry for you?
That's not what I meant.
It's exactly what you meant.
Give me one more chance.
I already gave you dozens.
I'll prove it to you.
I won't make the same mistake twice. The result of trusting you is what got us here. We don't need a father who does nothing but complain.
I can be better.
The twins can't wait for better.
What about child support? I'll pay extra.
This isn't about money.
Then what is it about?
It's about responsibility, caring, being present.
I can learn.
They're babies, not a practice run.
I know I screwed up.
Screwing up would be forgetting to buy diapers. You abandoned us.
I didn't abandon you.
What do you call disappearing to a hotel?
I was overwhelmed.
And I wasn't?
You're different. You're their mother.
And you're their father. Or supposed to be.
I want to be.
Wanting isn't enough.
What can I do? Tell me what to do.
That's the problem. You always need me to tell you what to do.
Because you're better at this than me.
I'm not better. I just try.
I'll try now!
It's too late.
It's never too late for family!
It was too late the moment you walked out that door.
I came back!
Only because you realized there would be consequences.
That's not true!
When was the last time you asked about the twins? Not about custody, about them. Exactly.
Please! I love them!
Love is action, not words. The next day, my husband showed up at my parents' house with a swollen face to apologize. The swelling was probably from crying all night. Even seeing him cry and beg in front of me, I felt nothing, which confirmed I'd made the right choice about the divorce. After discussions with Tyler and both our families, the divorce was finalized a month later. Of course, I got full custody. Tyler now lives alone and pays child support. But from what I hear, his life has gotten even more chaotic without me there. His apartment has apparently turned into a complete mess. He still seems to think there's a chance we might get back together, but I don't have even the slightest interest in that. I just hope he keeps paying child support until it's fully paid off. As for me, I'm managing to raise my daughters with my parents' help, while working and being a single mom.
But that's not the point.
Who knows when we'll get another chance?
We'll have plenty of chances once you're working and making money.
We won't know my work schedule until I actually start somewhere.
That's true too.
So let's go on the trip first before I start working.
And the money? What are we gonna do?
I promise I'll do temp work or whatever after.
You really plan to work afterwards?
Of course I promise.
Like you promised to clean the house today?
That's different. I'm not planning to mooch off you forever, you know that.
Okay, I guess so. I'll start thinking about dates then.
Cool. Let me know when you decide everything. I'll take care of booking the flights and hotels.
That's unusual of you. You usually dump all the tedious stuff on me.
Well, you just said you wanted me to help more around the house.
Planning a trip isn't household chores.
I can at least do this much.
Alright, if you say so.
Oh, and I can't take Snow for a walk today.
What? Why not?
I need to stop by an acquaintance's shop to talk to them about something.
What shop?
They might give me a part-time job.
Which shop, Tom?
It's just a small shop.
That's very specific. Can't you tell me more about it?
I'll walk Snow when I get back.
When will that be?
I'm not sure.
Alright then. You can just skip dinner too. I'll eat by myself.
You're mad. Don't be like that.
No, I'm just disappointed.
That's worse than being mad.
Yes, it is. At least you know that much.
Sarah, what time are you coming home tonight?
Normal time? Around 7?
If you're gonna be late, can I order delivery for dinner?
Use your own money if you do, but don't use mine. Actually, I have something to ask you.
Oh, what is it?
Tom, you always walk Snow properly on weekends and holidays, right?
Well, yeah, it's your day off. I want you to be able to relax.
Is that really why you walk him those days?
Yeah, of course. What else would it be?
You're sure about that?
I said yes. Why are you asking that?
So why did my friend see you having coffee with a young woman?
What? I don't...
You never mentioned meeting anyone at nighttime before.
Are you having me followed by someone? Are you accusing me of cheating on you with someone else? A friend of yours just happened to see me one night?
Since we're married, it would be having an affair, not cheating.
So you care about that kind of thing too? Did you find this funny or something?
Do you hear laughter and text messages? Why do you think I find this whole thing funny? This isn't funny at all.
Fine. I was meeting with her, yeah.
Just like that? You admit it?
Because it's not what you think. I was meeting with her, yeah. That part is right.
So you admit to the affair?
No, that's not it. You're just jumping to conclusions. She's the one who gave us Snow.
What?
The rescue worker. It's not an affair, I promise.
Oh, right. We got him from someone doing rescue work. And you just happened to meet her for coffee?
Exactly.
At 8 p.m. Why so late?
Sometimes I take Snow to dog cafes to meet her.
Dog cafes that are open that late?
Plus, since I'm new to having a dog, she gives me advice on how to take care of them.
Advice that can only be given at night.
You're making this sound wrong. It's not like that. She's even helping me figure out where to board Snow during our honeymoon.
Really? She did? Then you wouldn't mind if I met her too.
I guess not, but I don't like the idea of that.
Why not? If there's nothing inappropriate going on between the two of you.
That's exactly why.
That makes no sense though.
You're just jealous and you want to check up on us to make sure there isn't anything between us.
Us? What us? This isn't about jealousy, but you're acting pretty suspicious right now.
I don't want to drag Alyssa into this drama.
Alyssa? That's her name?
She's just trying to do her rescue work.
Oh, so her name is Alyssa. Funny how you never mentioned her name before all this time.
It just never came up. I didn't think this would be a big deal.
In 6 months? That's a long time to not mention someone's name. I'm not trying to interrogate anyone. I just want to meet her normally.
You say that now, but...
Besides, I'm the one taking care of Snow most weekdays anyways. I should meet her too. I have some questions about dog hair too.
Fine then. I'll ask if she has time to meet you.
When are you gonna ask her?
She's pretty busy with school right now, though.
School? What school?
Yeah.
What kind of school?
She's 19. She's still in school.
19? You're meeting a 19-year-old at night?
Yup.
So there's a 20-year age gap between you two. You seem kind of relieved.
About what?
About telling me her age. I mean, love isn't about age, but still, 19 is.
Yeah, she's young enough to be our kid.
That doesn't make this any better.
See? There's no way I could be having an affair with someone at that age.
Why not? Because she's too young?
Yes, she's a lot younger than me.
That's not reassuring at all. But wow, doing rescue work at such a young age, that's impressive.
Right? She's amazing.
You sound impressed too.
She's from a single-parent household, and her mom's been doing rescue work for years. Now she helps out with it.
I see. It sounds like she really loves animals.
Yeah, she does. The kind of person who puts animals' happiness first.
Unlike you? Does she know that?
What's that supposed to mean? So you don't need to worry about whatever you're thinking.
I see. I'm sorry. I jumped to conclusions. I shouldn't have done that.
Really? You're sorry?
No, not really. But I'll wait to hear her side.
I should have told you earlier. I'm sorry about that.
Yes, you should have. A long time ago.
I just forgot since it was always after Snow's walks.
All those walks you never wanted to do before? But if you're so interested in learning about dogs, you could help more with Snow at home.
I do take care of them when you're not looking.
When exactly?
Plus, I'm getting interested in rescue work lately, too.
Since meeting Alyssa, what changed?
Not right away, but I'd like to get involved with it someday.
That's very convenient. That's a wonderful thought, but focus on finding a job first, please.
Well, I got that part-time job at my friend's place. Can't you cut me some slack?
What friend? What place? Why don't you tell me these things?
The shop I mentioned to you before.
That part-time job is only 2 days a week, if it exists at all.
It exists!
I'm relieved you're working a little, but please keep looking for full-time work.
Yeah, I will. I'll get serious after our honeymoon.
So, are you coming home soon?
Nah, I don't think so.
Where are you? What are you doing?
It'll be a while longer, so go ahead and eat without me.
Are you with Alyssa? Okay, I'll just order delivery then. Hold on, Tom. The airline tickets for our honeymoon tomorrow, they're not booked under my name. What's going on?
Aw, crap, you found out? Busted, huh?
So I wasn't wrong about you and Alyssa? All this time?
Sarah, I'm really sorry.
Sorry about what exactly? Why are you sorry?
But tomorrow's honeymoon, I'm going with my girlfriend.
Girlfriend? You actually said girlfriend? Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, my girlfriend. It's Alyssa.
You can't be serious right now.
I can only see women around 20 as dating material now.
When did this happen?
Does it matter?
Yes, of course it matters.
I can't deal with old hags anymore.
Is that what I am to you, an old hag? After everything I've done for you?
Truth hurts, doesn't it?
Your girlfriend is right here, and she's planning to press charges against you.
What? She is there with you right now? Why would Alyssa press charges against me?
Just think about it.
You haven't even met her yet, so you can't be telling the truth.
Actually, I looked her up online.
What? Why would you do that?
I found her by searching for local rescue organizations.
That's creepy. Why would you do something like that? So you were investigating.
Yes, I was. There is nothing wrong with doing that. I wanted to find out the truth since you don't tell me anything.
Have you been suspicious this whole time? You knew everything?
I noticed the ticket wasn't in my name a while ago.
How long have you known for?
Long enough, but it doesn't matter. And it was under the name Alyssa. That seemed pretty suspicious, don't you think?
You had no right to do that.
I had every right to do so. From how you acted at first, I didn't think you'd tell me the truth, and I wanted to hear Alyssa's side of things too, not just yours.
You went behind my back. How can you do such a thing?
Like you went behind mine. It's okay if you do it, but I can't.
Hey, Sarah, do you understand your position?
My position? What position? Please, enlighten me.
You're a 40-something hag who's 7 years older than me.
And why does that matter?
Did you really think you wouldn't get divorced pulling stuff like this?
Pulling what stuff? Discovering your affair? Wait, do you think I won't choose to divorce you after all this?
You can't possibly divorce me.
Watch me, I will divorce you.
You were at a singles mixer in your 40s.
Really? We're going there? What does that have anything to do with this? I told you when we first met, I was there covering the event for work. I wasn't there for my own sake.
Even so, you dated me and married me after that, didn't you?
Yes, and that was clearly a mistake. I wish I knew that before. I believed in different things before we got married.
Like what?
Like you being a decent person.
Look, I'm willing to stay if you keep providing food and shelter.
Wow, how generous of you. Let me think about that for exactly 0 seconds.
So, what are you gonna do?
What do you think I'm going to do?
Can you really get divorced at your age?
Yes, I can. Of course I can.
Your parents were crying of joy when we got engaged.
Don't bring my parents into this.
Now you're gonna make them sad for divorce?
That's enough from you. You have no right to be saying any of this. My parents want me to have a happy marriage, not an unhappy one.
They'll be devastated if you divorce me.
They'll understand after I tell them everything. Too bad for you. I'm not desperate enough for marriage to cling to someone like you. I deserve better.
You'll regret this.
No, I really won't. I'm meeting with a lawyer later, so be ready to face the consequences.
Are you going to talk about divorce?
Of course, among other things as well.
Fine by me. I'll get the division of your assets anyway.
You really think so?
Of course I would.
Yes, divorce is part of it, but Alyssa is also pressing charges against you.
Again, why would Alyssa press charges against me?
You really don't get it, do you?
She's my girlfriend and we're going to Europe tomorrow. We planned it together.
No, Tom, you're not. Not anymore. Just like how you see me as an old hag at 7 years older, Alyssa sees you as a creepy old man who is 20 years older than her.
That's different. Alyssa doesn't think I'm a creepy old man.
Have you even asked her?
She likes me back.
Is that what you think? What about Snow? What are your plans for him?
You can have him.
Just like that?
Shut up, old hag. You'll be lonely by yourself anyway. Snow can keep you company.
Fine. I'm definitely getting divorced, so don't come back to the house anymore.
Where am I supposed to go?
Not my problem. Figure it out yourself. I'll send all your stuff to your parents' place.
Sarah, where are you hiding Alyssa?
What?
I went to her house, but they said she wasn't there.
Did you really say that? You're seriously so creepy. Alyssa contacted me first.
She did? Why did she contact you instead of me?
She says to stop texting and calling her.
You did something, didn't you? You said something to her.
Like what?
You turned her against me.
That's just her real feelings. Since you're completely delusional, let me explain something. Alyssa is not dating you.
You don't know anything between us.
There is no us between you and her. Stop being creepy.
Does she have a boyfriend?
That's none of your business.
How many people has she dated?
Stop it. She said you were sending her creepy messages about personal stuff.
I was just making conversation with her.
About her dating history, her daily schedule, her family?
Besides, Alyssa and I are dating.
No, you're not dating her.
I confessed to her though.
And what did she say?
She smiled at me.
That's not a yes.
We've met many times and she always smiles at me.
Because she was scared of you.
Why would she be scared of me? I never did anything to scare her away. We even talked about doing rescue work together in the future.
That wasn't a promise.
And she agreed to go to Europe with me.
When exactly did she agree?
She said she wanted to go because they're more advanced with animal welfare than Japan.
That was just her opinion, not agreement to travel with you.
She seemed excited about it though.
About Europe. She wasn't excited about going there with you. And Alyssa was too scared to ignore your messages until now.
What's scary about me? Why is she scared of me?
Are you being serious? She's terrified of you because you know her real name, her school, and her address. You know everything about her.
So what? What's the big deal with that? Those aren't secrets.
How do you think a young woman feels when a creepy older man sends dozens of disturbing messages every day?
They weren't disturbing. None of them were.
You asked about her past relationships.
I was just interested. I wanted to get to know her.
You asked what time she goes to bed.
I was just concerned.
You asked about her family situation.
I care about her. I was just trying to learn about her. Think I'd hurt her?
Yes, I do. She was so worried she couldn't even tell her busy mom about it. She's been struggling with this all alone.
She could have told me to stop.
She was afraid of how you'd react. She was crying because of what you've been doing.
It can't be true.
It is true. She told me everything.
Wait, maybe she's lying to you because she doesn't want our affair exposed?
There is no affair. It was all in your head.
Is Alyssa that kind of girl?
What kind of girl?
I thought she was more pure.
She is, but that's different.
See? She's from a single-parent household. She probably doesn't want to cause trouble for mom over settlement money.
You really have a convenient way of thinking. You call me an old hag for being older than you, but you can't imagine being seen as a creepy old man yourself.
I'm barely in my 30s and I take care of my appearance.
You're almost 40.
But I look younger than my actual age.
Alyssa called you a gross old man.
That must be your lie. You're just making things up.
Do you want to see the messages that she sent me? It's not a lie. Like I said earlier, Alyssa is preparing to take legal action against you.
She wouldn't do that to me.
She already has. It's too late. She's already filed a police report.
Police?
Yes, police. You read it right.
What did I do wrong?
Stalking her on weekends and holidays, sending her messages every day,
It's not stalking.
following her to her school, waiting outside her house. It was all terrifying for her. She was so scared.
I was just trying to see her.
That's literally what stalking is. If you can't understand why that's scary, ask the police when they call you in.
They won't call me in.
They will, and make sure you pay the settlement for her emotional distress. My lawyer will be contacting you too about the divorce. Don't text me again. If you have anything to say it through my lawyer. Goodbye, Tom. A few days later, I went to his parents' house and got them to sign the divorce papers. They had already been contacted by the police about Alyssa, so they didn't oppose the divorce. Tom received a severe warning from the police about stalking, and Alyssa's lawyer demanded $150,000 in damages for emotional distress and moving expenses. Apparently, Alyssa sent Tom a scathing letter that left him completely shell-shocked. Now he's working a live-in job arranged by his parents, living like a robot while paying off the settlement. I couldn't care less what happens to him, but since he seems to cause trouble when he falls in love, I hope he stays quiet. I'm back to being single after a long time, but now I have my beloved dog Snow. While I was hurt by marrying someone who only wanted my money, meeting Snow was the one good thing that came from marrying Tom. Snow comforts me every day so much that I don't have to feel down. From now on, I'm looking forward to enjoying life with just the two of us.